The things we do for YouTube videos.
A different side of me, yeah, yeah. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be, a different side of me.
So we have an adventure car, and we get a lot of questions about this car.
Why do we do it this way instead of towing the adventure car behind the RV? We just got a peek at some grizzlies way up on that mountain up there.
And a goat.
Okay, I didn't see the goat myself.
Yeah. I got the goat through the binoculars too.
Yeah,
And he got it through the telescope.
That's cool. You see people with some pretty serious photography equipment and telescopes and stuff like that. Seriously. Here. But yeah, time for a little hike.
Yeah.
Knew from the first time I saw ya, you were not like the others, a cool kind of melody. You rattled my cage without warning, kept it up right till the morning, a new kind of ecstasy. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah.
It's an easy overnight hike.
Oh, I guess we better turn around then.
Enjoy it.
Thank you. Yeah. And the fall colors here are beautiful.
And initially, we didn't know we were going to have so many advantages to having this adventure car.
And we're going to tell you what those are right now. I'm Tom.
And I'm Cheri.
And this is EnjoyTheJourney.Life. Our channel is all about RV living full time.
Right now.
Right now, yeah.
Not waiting.
Not waiting 5 or 10 years down the road or retirement.
When you're too old to enjoy it and do hikes like this.
And doing it even part-time, whatever it is to get out there and live a life full of fun and adventure, whatever that looks like for you.
Right.
Plus, if you're just enjoying watching our videos, that's fine as well. You're welcome on board to join us through video, just as we're doing right now. So one advantage is Cheri is following behind me. She can see what's going on with the RV all the time.
That's right. Looks like you lost a sewer cap.
Really?
Yeah, the sewer hose is hanging out a little bit.
Oh crap, okay, keep an eye on it.
I will.
I tell you, the things that fall off the RV. So Cheri is telling me, hey, I think you lost a sewer cap. And one of the benefits of the follow car right there is if something falls off, follow car falls off, yeah. So, sewer cap popped off. Again, I've already lost one before, and so I've had to do this before. Temporary solution that will it'll work for now, I guess.
Well, like power lines. Sometimes he's like, oh, can you keep an eye on this and make sure I'm going to be able to fit under this power line because it looks really low. And there was one time when the spare tire that's underneath, it'll scrape sometimes if he's doing any kind of incline or decline. So I keep an eye. I'm the eyeballs for him.
Cheri in the follow car. Another advantage, he was able to scout out where I should go because there's so many different roads and you don't want to take the wrong one in here. I've got to swing out and go out through the indoors, so to speak, because it's such an incline here. It's a little better over there, and we've got that spare tire right there. It sits so low and it's connected several times. Okay, pulling out.
Looking good so far. You're good.
Sweet. And speaking of tires, I hit a really nasty pothole once, and my tire, one of the tires in the RV, sprouted boobs.
Yeah, they called them boobies, but they're like bulges.
Yeah.
And I was able to see it following behind him and able to say, hey, there's something going on. We need to pull over and check it out.
And I never would have caught that until we had another blowout. And you can catch that video. We'll link to it up here if you want to find all about our tire adventures.
Right.
And another reason we don't tow the adventure car is it's not legal in many states to have that second or third tow. I don't know what you would call that exactly. I think some people have called it a triple tow, but it's not legal, especially in the eastern states. I know Florida and pretty much the eastern coastline that you can't. Now out here in Montana,
we see it all the time.
Yeah, you definitely can, but we're so long already to add the length of the vehicle on there would be way too long.
One of the huge benefits of having this extra car is adventuring. We have gone on out of town trips in it. We'll leave the RV in storage sometimes and go take a little trip. Or like right now, we left the RV in Missoula or near Missoula, and we've traveled up here to Glacier and we're spending a week up here. So we have a little get around car that just zips around. It's not that huge 1-ton truck. It's not very zippy.
Yeah, exactly. And so we save money on adventuring with that Prius because that is a hybrid.
Which brings us to the next benefit, is that we believe, we're not for sure on this, but it gets such great gas mileage that it's probably cheaper to drive it than it is to tow it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the weight of towing the Prius behind the truck, how much that would hurt the fuel economy there, but the Prius by itself gets about 45 miles to the gallon.
Sometimes 50. So yeah. So a lot of times when we're looking for diesel for the 1-ton, when he's pulling the RV, I'll zip ahead, scope out the gas station, see which ones he's going to be able to easily maneuver through the gas station and find a diesel pump where that he can have access to.
And as you know, some stations are really tight that have diesel.
That's
and
right.
I've gotten myself into some pickles.
Yeah.
And if it's really busy, you can actually block that pump specifically so somebody else doesn't race in there as I'm pulling up.
Yeah, so I just drive ahead and walkie him and say, hey, you know, this is the great one to go to, and he pulls in, and it makes things really simple.
Works great.
Yep. Another benefit is I'll drive ahead and go grab us some lunch somewhere. Sometimes I'll even, before we get to our destination, pull into the Walmart, get supplies while he continues on to the campsite.
Yeah, you can get off the highway, go do something, and meet up at a rest stop, and I don't even have to take the RV on some unknown exit that may be hard to get back on.
Right.
And as some of you know that are already RV living full-time, driving around, you can get stuck in some places when you take a wrong turn, and it could take you a half an hour to get back on the road.
That's right. Another thing I like to scout out ahead is campsites, or if we're boondocking somewhere, I'll go check out the Cracker Barrel, see if there's a spot available before he pulls in and gets himself in a tight spot that's hard to get out and it's time consuming. So it actually saves us a lot of time. And when we pull into the campsite, he'll jump in the car and we'll go scope out how he's going to maneuver the RV into the campsite.
Some campgrounds are pretty large, so instead of pulling the RV through the entire park and maybe getting stuck somewhere where I'm not supposed to go, we'll drive the Prius around and scope it out. I can plan my maneuver to get into that spot.
That's right.
This was the most challenging RV park to get into and get out of, and I'm glad we're finally getting out of here. It's like a frickin' obstacle course. And speaking of boondocking spots at Cracker Barrel, those parking spaces can be really tight sometimes.
Yeah.
And you'll go in advance and see if there's one where it's maybe close to some grass where we can pull up and radio and let me know.
That's right.
And as you're scouting out campsites in general, you can just see, are they actually big enough that we can
fit in,
get into?
Yeah.
And some places might say like a 35-foot limit, but actually that doesn't mean you can't fit a 40-foot RV in there. Sometimes you can. And so it's nice that she can go check it out before you have to bring the RV in there in the first place. And let's not forget about low bridges.
That's right.
You can
We've
spot
seen
those
some really low ones
as well.
Yeah.
So speaking of grocery shopping, we go to Walmart often, and sometimes we won't stay there overnight, but we can park at Walmart, get some groceries, leave the RV with the truck attached to it. We don't do anything, pull out any slides or jacks down. We just leave it there. Looks like we're there. We'll take the adventure car out and scout out for a campsite or a campground.
Yeah, to find one that we can fit in.
Right.
Or easy to get in.
Yeah, and we consider this pretty safe because it doesn't look like we've left the RV. And don't disconnect your RV at a Walmart and then drive off somewhere. That's not a good idea. And speaking of Walmart, we made a video on Walmart, so check that out on what to do and not do when you park at Walmart.
Right.
Plus, we actually get some alone time. Cherie gets some time in the car.
I get my time in the car where I can blast my music. I can catch up on some phone calls, and I like to sing. I can't sing, but in the car.
She doesn't want me to hear her sing.
No, so I can sing, and it just makes me so happy, and I love that time for myself.
I can't keep my eyes over you. I'm gonna send to that. Always something there to me. You'll always be a part of me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not caught up in a love affair. Everybody's being queen. Let me live that fantasy.
We seriously don't really get any time apart except when we're doing this because we're always traveling together. And as many of you know that have an RV already, they can be very small, even though ours is large.
Space. Yeah, it's still a small space.
We work and adventure all day together, and so this is some time we get a little bit of time to ourselves.
Yeah, we like it. And then Tom, Mr. Chatty Chats, likes to get on the walkie and just chat still. So we still talk to each other.
We so enjoyed our trip here to Glacier National Park, and we can't wait to come back. We want to thank our Glacier Accommodations and Adventures, Going to the Sun Chalets and the Glacier Hideaway in West Glacier, Montana. Also Glacier Guides and Montana Raft for an epic rafting trip. And Ryan at the Mountain Pine Motel in East Glacier, Montana. So what do you think of traveling this way?
Right. Initially, we didn't think we were going to do it this way. And then once we got the adventure car, we started seeing benefit after benefit.
Yeah, would you do it?
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you learned something from us, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, would you do it this way with an adventure car?
Right. And please subscribe to our channel. That way you'll be, and ring the bell. and you'll be alerted when we have a new video come out.
And share the video with your friends as well. We really appreciate that. And we've got links below to all of our favorite RV stuff and lots of great tips and things like that. So we really appreciate it when you use our links.
That's right. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye, guys.
I'm getting one, and now we're seeing so many. There's a bug stuck in my hair.
Oh.
Right here. Can you get it out?
He likes you.
Yeah.
I'll try to get it out without taking any hair.
So what happens when you get like frizzy hair? The bugs get stuck in there. They can't escape.
Halo of bugs.
Jeez, they're like all over me.
All right.
I don't know what I was saying.
What's that? Oh. Can you identify that poop? Oh. Fun. Was it fresh?
Mountain lion poop?
Was it fresh? When you've got a narrow space for your Christmas tree, but a tall ceiling. Guess it's a one-lane bridge, huh?
Yeah. But you're doing good.